What's up, everybody, man? It's yours truly. This is Chris from That Square Sports, man. Breaking down the mock draft, the 10101. You already know what time it is, man. Hey, I'm looking at the Buffalo Bills today. Buffalo Bills. The Bills come in with, I think, a total of 8 picks. 3, 6. Yep. No, they come in with 9, actually. 3, 6, 9. They come in with 9 picks in this year's draft, the 2022 draft. They finished the season out 11-6. We all know they lost to the Chiefs. Heartbreaking loss. Bills are picking at 25, 57, 89, 128, 167, 183, 202, 229, and 244. The biggest needs, what they have in the mock right now, they have them getting their top 3 picks for the first 3 rounds. Jamison Williams, De'Aaron Kendrick, and Jeremiah Slayer out of Georgia. 2 people coming out of Georgia, 1 out of Alabama. All Southern kids. I like it. I think that they need to top prioritize a little bit more things better than, going straight defensive back and receiver. So I'm going to tweak their stuff a little bit. With that being said, first things first, for the 25th pick overall for the Buffalo Bills, their first rounder, I think, to me, it's a toss-up, but I would lean more towards Travion Walker out of Georgia. I think this helps the D-line a lot. Ed Oliver has a teammate now, guy who can get to the pass, get to the quarterback, kind of eliminate the passing attack for other teams. These guys are great. I mean, you could also put Logan Hall there from out of U of H, but I just like Travon Walker because 6'5", 275, 479, can just throw. He stands out, man. He's just a great football player all around, especially on that Georgia defense. A lot of those guys, you got to grab one. You got to grab one if he's there. And I just like Trayvon Walker more than, a lot of these other defensive ends and defensive tackles at the time being for where they're at. If you can get them at 25, I'd take them at 25. Their next pick is at 57, which is their second pick in the second round. And I'm taking a running back. I like Singletary. I like Zach Moss. But the reality is, man, you need a real good running back. You need a home run hitter. You need a guy that can do it all. Why not take Letty Brown out of West Virginia? The reason why I say Letty Brown out of West Virginia is because he literally was the offense for West Virginia. If you watched West Virginia play any bit of football, especially you can highlight the games against Texas, Virginia Tech, you could do the Oklahoma games. The ball was going to him at least about 70 times. This guy, he's going to be bruised up by the time he gets to the NFL, which is good because he's at the bottom of the depth chart coming in, which is great because Zach Moss suffered a pretty severe injury. Dalvin Singletary, he gets good yards, but Letty Brown opens up your offense a little bit more. It makes your run game, I guess, more profound. And with that being said, right, run game being profound, I think the Bills need to run the ball a lot more. So for the 89th pick, this is their third pick in the draft, I think these guys get a good guard named Ed Ingram out of LSU, 317 pounds, 6'3", good big hands, as always, as every person is looking for. He plays with a sense of intelligence. He's a really, really good football player when it comes to in the trenches. I think as a guard, he can pull. He's just quick enough to knock a couple of defensive ends right off their feet without them paying attention. I like him personally because he held his own in the Georgia game. He's held his own in other big games against Alabama. Excuse me, against Alabama. So watching him play is never really a problem. But I like me some Ed Ingram coming out of LSU. I think that would be a great help to them, especially on the the offensive side of the ball. Picking at 128 and 167, I have them both going defensive back. For the pick at 128, I have them getting Jaylen Foster out of South Carolina, 5'10", 4'5", 195. They'll probably put some weight on, but he plays close to the ball. This is going to be great because you have Tre'Davious White. If you can find just another solid corner who can cover on the other side of him, very effective and very well, man, this is great. The more corners you have, the more problems it is for teams to throw the ball on you, right? And I think the Bills, this is the draft where you got a lot of defensive backs coming out. And why not grab at least a couple while you're at it, right? I think that the Bills suffered in that, especially watching the Chiefs game. If you saw it, you knew that, hey, they just couldn't cover. So, getting Jaylen Foster, it starts something. Because the next pick, I watched a couple of highlights of him at Iowa, and especially like watching him play. I think that he's really good, especially Big Ten football. I think they have really good defensive linemen and some couple of defensive backs out of the Big Ten. I'm gonna go Matt Hankins. Matt Hankins out of Iowa. He's a little bit skinnier. He's 6 feet. He's 5. He runs a 4.25. No, I'm sorry, not a 4.25. A 4.52. That's what he runs. Now he plays, but he has a leaping ability. He can jump. I mean, it was a game, I think it was an Iowa State game where he just jumps out the gym and he just takes the ball out the air. And I was just sitting there like, yeah. The way the quarterback threw it clearly was supposed to go over him, but he was like, nah, just snags it out the air. And I think this is that exciting corner that you get. You get him, he's a playmaker. Is he going to be able to lock down your number one receivers? I don't think so. But what I like about him is if you're picking at 167 and he's on the board and you know you need defensive backs, why not take a look at him? I'm just saying, why not take a look at him? Another great steal. I know you guys were talking about getting a receiver for the Bills. Y'all were trying to get Jameson Williams. Well, how about we get a Jameson Williams, the great value version? At 183, I think you guys should go and get this guy named Samari Tune out of the University of Nebraska. I think I said his name wrong. Samari Tune. I don't really know how you say his name. But he is a route runner technician. Vertical threat. Man, he opens up everything. This guy can run an option. He just makes your offense exciting. I think that's what makes him great, is that right there. And seeing him play, especially against, Big Ten teams, especially where Nebraska really wasn't just, all ooh and all over the game. They were getting blown out most of the time. He comes in and he creates that spark. And I think this is perfect for the Bills, especially, now Cole Beasley's getting up there in age. You got Emmanuel Sanders. You got Diggs. You add this guy to the mix with Gabriel Davis. I'm telling you, man, this might become a dangerous squad. And you're really just picking up where you left off at. You know what I mean, for the Bills offensively. And I know we've been talking about offense a lot, especially at 183. But I think in the later rounds, from 202 to 229 to 204, 244, the next 3 picks are going to be strictly defense. And I ain't going to say defense, but I'll say a fair amount of good defense will come out of these next 2 picks. First one, it's going to be Trey Williams out of Arkansas. He was a transfer student out of Missouri, and I think that's what hurt his stock, is because he transferred out of Missouri. And it took him a while to get, grasp things at Arkansas. But once he got the ball rolling, This guy's 225, 6'5", runs a 4.9. Now, that's not gonna wow you, but him in pads puts fear in quarterbacks. You want to talk about games where it puts fear in people? Put Trey Williams how he was in the A&M game for both teams, Missouri and, of course, for Arkansas. He was a threat on the defensive line. There's no question about it, man. Trey Williams can play. Then you have Linka Henry out of Ole Miss, interior linebacker. This guy right here will chase you down. A little bit undersized. This is what worries me, right? So really, to be honest with you, if you do it right, you could really put him at safety. You can move him up, make him lose a little bit more weight, have him play safety. I like him either way. He could be your rover. He could play your 46. I like him there. He could be your box safety. He's another guy that's really good at, you can kind of versatile him around. I know it's interior linebacker. Usually you want him to play Mike, but I think he can go all around from pretty much linebacker and up on the defensive side of the ball. And that's what makes him so great. But you got to be willing to work with him. He's not the tallest linebacker, not the fastest. But once again, it's like the Trey Williams effect. In pads, in games, he going to ball. He going to play. I tell you that right now. So those are your picks from 202 to 229. And to wrap up the draft for the Buffalo Bills at 244, they grab a tight end, Curtis Hodges out of Arizona State. 6'8", 240 pounds, 40 time. That boy is slow as dirt. But has soft hands, makes outstanding catches, and gets a quick release all the way from defenders. In short, the boy got a good basketball background is what it sounds like. But he just chose to play football. And I'm thinking right now, that's perfect, right? You got Croft on the other side. And if you get Hodges, up and running, he might not be a dynamic tight end right away. He might not even be the home run hitter tight end right away. But I will tell you this. Going forward, he could be a menace in the red zone. 6'8". He's taller than Gronk. At 6'8", Curtis Hodges. Dude, I don't know how you would cover that, right? You gotta throw a defensive tackle on him, and he's gonna kill him every time. I don't know what to say. But if the Bills draft out these players, I think that would really help them out. A couple of home run hitters right away they can get on the field, especially with the first two picks. I could see them just, using your boy Trayvon Walker and, of course, your boy Letty Brown. I could see them using Samario. I don't know how you say that boy's name, but he's good out of Nebraska. But that guy coming out, they just got a lot of good things going. But hey, you tell me what you think, Buffalo Bills fans. I'm about to sign out. Y'all take it easy, okay?